Morning, everyone.
Morning.
Still coming to you from Caribbean Beach. Currently sitting at the bus depot waiting to go to Animal Kingdom.
We're getting ready to go to Animal Kingdom. We don't have any reservations for today, but we are going to maybe go to Flame Tree Barbecue. What else? We're gonna hit some major rides, and then we have to come back early today because they close at 5. So stay tuned. We'll have some more additional updates.
Okay, look at that. My shoes. Look.
Oh yeah, our shoes are glowing. You can't really see it on the video though. Did I do the whole ride? Okay.
So if y'all can tell, we are on Navi River.
Yeah, Navi River journey in Pandora. Oh, I like the lily pad.
That eight-legged, six-legged frog?
I think so. 6.
Also, those beautiful face coverings that you have on, please make sure that they stay on throughout our entire safari. That means covering both your mouth and your nose, as they are both part of your respiratory system. I'll keep mine on too. That's out of safety, courtesy, and most importantly, respect of each other and all of the animals that we're gonna see. Now, speaking of animals, if you take a look up above your heads, there is a spotting guide. That's going to help us identify some of the animals that we're hoping to see today. Probably won't be seeing every single one though, but we'll keep our eyes out and see what we can find. But we'll be starting our safari in the Little Venturi Forest, home to a lot of animals with really dark colored coats, kind of like the okapis that are out to our right. And there's actually 2 of them over there. And we're really lucky to see 2. They're very shy and reclusive. Okapis were actually so good at hiding that they were unknown from the Western world until the year 1901. So kind of a recent discovery over there. But okapis were thought to be mythical creatures, kind of like a unicorn, because of how rarely they were seen. But looking to our left now, up on the hill, there are a couple of greater kudus. They're the sandy-colored antelopes kind of laying down in the bushes. Now when they stand up, they're actually really tall. They're one of the tallest antelopes in Africa. They can stand about 5 feet up. But those ones over there, I can tell that those are female kudus. And we know that because they don't have any horns. Only the male kudus have horns. They're the longest of any other antelope. making our way around a watering hole.
Was it?
Usually a pretty good place to find animals that are hanging out, relaxing. And actually, if you look to your left, I do see a black rhino laying down along the rock wall.
Yep.
Now, black rhinos, they're one of the smaller species. So that one over there probably only weighs about 3,000 pounds. Now, they are solitary as well, so they'll probably be found alone, just like that one. But unfortunately, they are getting a lot harder to find. Because black rhinos and all other rhinos, well, unfortunately, they're very endangered. Currently being poached for the horns that they have. Some cultures believe a rhino's horns to have medicinal purposes for humans. But they have absolutely no use to us at all. They're made of keratin, the same stuff that makes up our fingernails and hair. But up to our left, a second antelope species. Those are bongos up there, kind of rusty orange in color. Bongos are known as the ghosts of the forest because they're very rarely seen. And you might see a big bird out there too, black and white, the saddle-billed stork. Just like the kudu, that stork is about 5 feet tall. Just only a little shorter than our size. But I don't think we'll be seeing too much else going on here in the forest. But that's okay. We're going to make our way out and over towards the Safi River Valley. Now, rivers and really large bodies of water are great places to find animals who spend a lot of time beneath the surface. And oh yeah, look to your left. There's a whole bunch of hippos. They kind of look like big potatoes down there in the water. But yeah, those are hippos, and a group of them is called a wolf. So they'll stay in the water to avoid the sun. But when they're up on land, they'll use their mouths as an element. So when they get a little too warm, they open them up nice and wide, which allows hot air to escape, and then cooler air can circulate back in, helping to lower their body temperature. Now once they decide to close their mouth, they have a pretty powerful bite. They'll snap their jaws shut with enough strength to completely crush the bones of their prey. But over to the right, not an animal, but a pretty large tree. That's a baobab. Should look familiar. That's because it's also known as the tree of life. Now we call it that because of how much water it can hold. Right there in its trunk, the baobab can hold around 10,000 gallons, which comes in handy, especially during periods of drought, because then animals can poke their tusks and horns into that tree, and they'll use it as an additional water source. But we'll probably see a couple more of those baobabs as we make our way around the savanna or the grasslands. And if you look out to your right, you might be able to see some animals already. I think I see a couple of giraffes. But we'll get a little closer in just a second. A little bit to our left. A couple of painted dogs. There's a whole bunch of them laying down in the cave up ahead, probably trying to avoid the rain. But painted dogs, they almost look like the dogs that you would have at home, especially when they're laying down together. But don't let their cuteness fool you, because they are one of Africa's most successful hunters. They'll chase their prey in packs until it drops of exhaustion, and with that, they have about a 90% success rate while hunting, compared to a lion who only has about a 40% success rate. So those little dogs are pretty good at what they do. And some sable antelopes. Dark chocolatey brown. And take a look at their horns. Sables, they're the symbol of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve, because they'll actually fight back against predators. So they'll use their horns as a self-defense mechanism in case a predator like a lion were to jump on their back. Those giraffes are making their way down the hillside, so hopefully we'll get a really good look. There's a little baby walking around over there. And it looks like there's some zebras up ahead too. So friends, coming up, gonna be to our left. There's actually a bunch of little baby giraffes if you look way up on top of the hill. See them over there? Yeah. Now giraffes, they are the tallest land mammals. So when fully grown, they'll stand about 16 to 20 feet tall. And 16 feet, that's about the same size as the crocodiles that we saw. But like I said, a good look at a little baby. The baby doesn't look too little, and that's because, well, it never really is. When a baby giraffe is born, it stands about 6 feet tall, and they're able to stand up and run around all within an hour after birth. So they're really fast learners. But looking to our right, a really fun name, that's what we call a dazzle of zebras. And look at the little baby one laying down.
It's nap time.
Yeah, now those are mountain zebras. They're the only ones whose stripes do not continue all the way around. So they have those bright white bellies. There's a couple of springboks out there too, really tiny antelopes. The gray ones are wildebeest, pretty tiny herd. But look at these big horns. Look at that cow stretching its side with its horn. Now, these are Ankole cattle. They're very valuable animals. And traditionally, they're actually given as wedding gifts. But the horns that they have, they look really large and look, they might be kind of heavy to hold up all there. Some elephants across the water. And if you look to your left, there's some mandrills hanging out up on the rock and beneath the trees.
Oh, monkey.
Yeah, and there's a little baby mandrill sitting over there in front of Mom on the rock. You guys see? Yeah. Now, they're famous for the bright blue and red colors that they have on their faces and on their backsides. And those colors will get brighter the more they get excited. They show a lot of emotion. They even smile to show happiness the same way we do. Those elephants, let's see, we might get a good look at the backside of one over our right shoulder. Yeah. And actually, see all the mud that it has up there on its back? Well, elephants, they'll take what's called a dust bath. So they look big and tough, but they have really, really sensitive skin. So on days just like today, when it's really rainy out, elephants will scoop up dirt and mud and they throw it onto their back. And it actually works as like a padding from the rain. On days when it's really sunny, it can be used as a sunscreen. And it works as a pretty good bubble bath. And again, that's called a dust bath. Hanging out with Mom, it looks like. Yeah, we'll try to get a little closer down by the water anymore. And after those 2 short years, Mama gives birth to a beautiful 300-pound baby. Down to our left, that's what we call a flamboyance of flamingos. Those are greater flamingos. They have the lightest pink of any other. And they get their color from the beta carotene that's in the shrimp that they eat. So actually, if you look on the island, you might see a couple of gray or brown flamingos. Well, those are little babies. Or I guess just younger ones.
I like the Christmas decorations. That's cool.
Really sweet.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it is.
It's like a group of gossiping geese. Or gassy geese. Hello. I'm loving the noise.
It's like high school all over again. We're gonna cause vacation trouble. Look at it.
Comfy?
No. Alright.
So is this the part where I tip it?
Yes.
I'm gonna go sit over here.
Here, come here.
No. Here's the beach at night. Beach at night. The buses are going by. Whew. That's how pros do it, I guess. Our building is right over there where those people are walking around the second floor. It's pretty here at night. Where you want to sit?
Wherever.
These here?
Sure.
Cool. Well, we got back from Animal Kingdom. We had lunch at Flame Tree Barbecue, which is really good, and maybe I'll add some photos in here. But then we came back and we swam a little bit. It was pretty cold. It was pretty windy when we were in the pool. And then after that, we ordered some food from the Centertown Market. And now we're sitting outside. You want to say anything?
Vacation vibes.
Vacation vibes.
Very nice. Nice and relaxing. Florida's always nice, but
It's really nice in November. If anybody's interested in coming in November, I'd definitely recommend it.
what I like about right now here, that it's Caribbean beach, so I mean it does have that more
Beachy
southern
feel.
feel. Especially being still warm in November.
Yeah.
Back home right now it's about 40 degrees, so sorry all y'all. I'm back home.
I'm gonna miss this though. Not know how, man.
Can't miss if you don't leave.
Man, I give it a day. Then I'm gonna miss it.
Well, there you go. Or miss it at the airport.
It's supposed to rain tonight, but I have a feeling it's gonna be later. Another bus. It's one of the internal buses. There's a daisy on it.
That is one of the nice things about Caribbean Beach. Even though there's outside buses that go out to the parks,
Yeah.
there is the internal buses that actually take you all the way around. to all the other little islands, and then Old Port Royal. That's the main lobby. That's where all the other stuff is. Centertown Market,
Main hub.
Calypso. I think it's Calypso Gifts or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I mean, there's one bus that literally just keeps running around the whole resort. So if you don't feel like walking all night,
You can
just take that.
take the bus to the actual like port.
Something I don't know if Jen mentioned it. Right now, from Caribbean Beach, you can only take the Skyliner to Epcot and Hollywood Studios, and then it's buses to Animal and Magic Kingdoms. So there's no buses to Epcot or Hollywood Studios. Just
Yep.
a heads up.
Oh, somebody else is trying out the hammock.
Should I go give lessons?
No, it's okay.
There's something crawling on me.
Uh-oh. Where is
Can you
it?
see it?
Yeah,
Oh,
get
it
it.
flew. Oh, it's right there.
But yeah, we're gonna close out the video, I think. So I'll add maybe some photos in from today. And I know we have a couple videos. The videos that I'm gonna loop together, most of them are from the Kilimanjaro Safaris at Animal Kingdom. Very
Which is
cool.
Highly recommended once Fast Passes come back. That's a good one.
Yeah, agreed. I don't know. We did see some people going through Dinosaur on Fast Pass entrance, but I don't know what that was about.
We're not sure if that was what do you call it? Not extra rider. What is it?
It wasn't single rider because there were some young kids going on there.
No. What is it when the parents? So like
Rider swap?
something like that.
I don't know.
I don't know. We didn't ask. We just saw people that got to go ahead of us and just
Yeah.
let it go.
Oh no, it wasn't a problem. I don't mind waiting because I'd rather just. That's part of the experience,
Yeah.
But
Sorry, I
I know.
got Caribbean chicken.
yeah, wonder if the rain's gonna come in.
Still Hurricane Eta. No. Tropical
Eta.
Storm
Ada. It's now like a cyclone or something, though, they said. But we might see some of the weather tomorrow, definitely. We're going to be going to Magic Kingdom, so we're hoping to run into the Tim Tracker and his wife and son Jackson. But
We'll see.
be cool. So yeah,
Happy vacation.
thanks for watching.